Okay, welcome friends. This is Gavin Mehl Global Mastermind call number 7. Today is the 8th of January. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and thank you to those who watched my previous videos for the last few weeks. I haven't been hosting the call here for the last couple weeks in celebration of Christmas and New Year. So thank you so much for watching. The purpose of this call today, I'm going to be talking about the importance of the mastermind, as to why Andrew Carnegie said it was so important, and Napoleon Hill discovered through his 25 years of research as to why it was important in realizing one's definite purpose in life. So I want to discuss the importance of when you're going after a purpose, whether it's massive abundance, prosperity, why it's so important to have the mastermind. Also, I'm going to share an amazing story, incredible story about how a young man realized his definite purpose in life and how he did it. And then I'm also just going to be introducing the 7 core marketing daily commitments. Okay, so, all right, this is Gavin Mehl. So, quick background here for those who don't know me. I've been working online for the last 7 years now. I was the number 1 at a large company directly out of college. Out of 10,000 people, I reached the number 1 ranks out of this company right out of college. I had a lot of confidence coming out of college, and told the guy during the interview, I was like, I'm going to be number 1 here in this firm. And I didn't know how big it was at the time, but I had a lot of confidence. I went in there, and 5 months later, I ended up becoming the number 1 person in the company. I was so determined and just so enthusiastic about once I reached it. I decided I would continue on, determined to keep those ranks for 20 straight months, which I did. And we built a massive office. A lot of my fraternity brothers, shout out to the guys in Delta Chi, that I brought into the office there, and we ended up becoming the number 1 branch in the company. So I had tremendous success at a young age, and it enabled me to start a business. I had a business downtown Sacramento, high-rise office building, picked out the office, beautiful setup and amazing aesthetics. Everybody got dressed up in a suit and tie. It was beautiful, and did incredibly well with that for a matter of time. But being naive, being inexperienced, I didn't even really go on the internet at that time at all. Barely, maybe checked an email. And so the financial crisis happened, and it just wiped us out completely. I mean, it was just, I closed the office down and ended up working online. So it was it was really hard, very frustrating to go straight to the top of industry, being the number 1 of a company of 10,000 people. It seems like fame and success and rewards and all these great things, being recognized. One of the magazine articles there that they wrote about us, about me at the time, behind me, but it was just it was great. But then to have just utter collapse and chaos afterwards was incredibly humbling, shall I say. So I've been working online for 7 years now, for the last 7 years, figuring out the online business and online world, and I absolutely love it now. I'm immersed into it, and I was going to share what I believe is creating the biggest prosperity movement I've ever seen in the way of online business. Okay. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the key elements as to why it is, and including the point of the mastermind. So this call is designed from the student's perspective, not the guru's perspective. So I am just merely a humble student. Okay. I'm no expert. I'm no guru. In fact, I've probably failed a lot more than many other people have online. Okay, so I may have had success in the past, but I also had tremendous failure. So just because I've taken a lot more swings, maybe a lot more times at plate than a lot of other people, I have a lot of experience. Now, I have had success online, okay, but I'm not saying that I'm coming from a guru's perspective. This call is very much designed from the student's perspective, so please accept it in that level, not as though I'm telling you anything. A lot of this call is designed for my own knowledge and my own experience, because I go back and watch the calls and what's going on in my mind at that time and what I can learn as well. So it's a lot from my own experience and my own teachings as well. So let's talk a little bit about. I have an amazing story I want to share before I get started. This incredible story. It's called 14 Seconds. Okay. So start with something light. A young man had spent many years and many hours trying to find out the secret message that most readers never got out of a book. So gazing fiercely into a mirror, he pierced deep into his left eye. See, it is believed that the left eye is the pathway to the subconscious mind. The young man had kept stating that the goal, kept stating his goal, his purpose in life, with such intense passion and enthusiasm that the eggshell of self-doubt slowly faded away, and he began to grasp a hold of his own mind. The young man began to sweat and became incredibly frightened because he felt the birth of a butterfly as it began to leave its cocoon. An amazing vision had formed before his eyes. Now, only 14 seconds had passed. The thrust of the universal mind to begin spinning his vision into time and space. You know, it's said that a rocket ship, like when a rocket leaves the atmosphere at a high speed, the rocket ship will continue to travel through the atmosphere even without any firepower behind it. So this is what the young man had felt had happened in just this 14 seconds of intense fury, looking into his left eye, deeply passionate about his purpose. He could see his vision coming to be real. He felt it would happen. So who was this young man? Well, he was born in San Francisco, and he moved back to China as a boy. He was living in China, and he had a couple small roles as a child actor, and he hoped to become the leading martial arts master in the world, like a lot of other boys his age at the time. He got into a lot of fights as a kid, and so his parents decided to send him back to the United States. And once he got back to the States, his passion and his hope for becoming a star in martial arts one day ignited because he saw Hollywood and what was happening in the movies. At the time that he was growing up, a lot of the minorities were not given the proper opportunity to have leading roles in film. So when he told people about his passion, about his dream, they laughed at him. They told him it wasn't going to happen. He's wasting his time. So one day he got a copy of this famous book written in 1937 called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And inside of the book, on the pages of the book, in each chapter, the author said there was a secret lying hidden within the words of each chapter, and that some readers would be able to pick up this secret. Okay? And the great secret was the law of success that promised any person who mastered it, they'd be able to have, be, or do anything they want in life. So this young man who come over from China, he started born in the U.S., come back, went to China, now he's back into the U.S. He grabbed a pen and paper out with blue ink in cursive writing on white paper. He wrote down the following. He titled it The Secret. And then below that, he wrote, I, Bruce Lee, will become the highest paid Oriental superstar in the United States. In return, I will give the most exciting performances and render the best quality of service in capacity of an actor. Starting in 1970, I will have achieved world fame, and from then onward till ending in 1989, I will have in my possession $10 million. Then I will live the way I please and achieve inner harmony and happiness. Well, I think you know the rest of the story, so I'll stop there. But that's a true story. That really happened. Bruce Lee actually got a copy of Think and Grow Rich, and he took it very literally, and he discovered the secret. And for those who were paying close attention, you remember what I titled that 14 seconds. There's a blog post I already wrote about this, and there's a link in it with an article on 14 seconds. Now, 14 seconds, Napoleon Hill discovered, not in Think and Grow Rich, not in the Law of Success, not in any of his published manuscripts, in his unpublished work. For some reason, Henry Ford did not want this information in there, but he discovered that 14 seconds was equivalent of concentrated, focused, determined, enthusiastic concentration was equivalent to 2,000 hours of work. Did you hear me? Andrew Carnegie would oftentimes go to Scotland. He would get away from his work. He worked very few hours. Carnegie would only work, usually come in the office around 10 and leave around 2 or 3. He would not be in the office doing actual work like a lot of people may think. But he would get away and would go to Scotland, and he had his abode, is one of his many mansions that he would go to. And it said what Hill had learned is that Carnegie had mastered the ability of concentration. And a lot of people is looking into Carnegie more. Carnegie talked a lot about concentration. The reason I bring this up is because, first of all, the story about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee discovered something. And for those who have ever studied Bruce Lee or watched Bruce Lee, he had something about him. He had a gift. Not only was he talented in martial arts, the best the world ever seen that I've ever known of, but he had a charm, a charisma. He had a confidence about him that had never been known. It's something. He had a spark. It was almost like he had aligned himself with the divine, the universal. There was something beyond human about him. The one-inch punch, the things he did. The only way that I can explain it or possibly, justify that is that he discovered the same secret that Andrew Carnegie discovered, that Napoleon Hill said was hidden in each page of that book. And I believe, okay, that it has to do with concentration combined with the mastermind. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. So regarding the mastermind, it's a very, one of the things that Carnegie talked about was that the mastermind, he believed that in order for one to realize a definite purpose in life of great achievement, not average achievement, not mediocre success, okay, having a mastermind and a definite purpose in life, you don't need to have those types of things just to get by, okay? So it's a big difference. One can survive and do okay without those things, all right? So I'm not saying that Carnegie said that was a must, but in order to realize great achievement like Bruce Lee did, like Andrew Carnegie did, like Napoleon Hill did, one must combine the definite purpose with a mastermind. Napoleon Hill talked about how he had a mastermind of his invisible counselors. It's another hidden secret inside Think and Grow Rich, where he'd actually go into his mind for many years. And he had such a sharp, clean imagination that he was able to take a look at and discuss ideas with his invisible counselors in his imagination. That was his mastermind group. Now, Carnegie had actual powerful men in his mastermind team. Carnegie knew very little about the steel industry. he actually didn't know much about, literally nothing about the technical side of the steel industry. He didn't even know, he knew much, he brought the steel industry to the world, but he didn't really know, wasn't an expert in it, but he was an expert in men. And he was an expert in how helping men work together in harmony so that they were on the same page going after the same goal. That was what he was an expert at. So that's the purpose of the mastermind. And I believe right now that if as you're watching this, you're witnessing and a part of a true mastermind, a real mastermind happening, and it's on the biggest scale the world will ever see. Because what's happened is the old way of marketing, of network marketing, of multi-level marketing, that way has changed now. And there's a new way. And the new way, I believe, is a better way because it's all for one and one for all. All right? Meaning that it's not about me doing better and me excelling. No. It's not about what I can get. It's not about that. It's about what we can accomplish together. Okay? Because us as a unit are much more powerful than just me by myself. And so this is happening right now. There's a massive prosperity movement already happening. And there's a mastermind group, okay, that has already assembled. And this mastermind group has created a way for massive amount of prosperity to humanity, even for those who don't know anything about marketing, okay, or don't know how to recruit. It doesn't matter. And there's a Facebook group you can join. It's Facebook.com/onelinkfamily.com. Facebook.com/onelinkfamily.com. You can find out more about it there. It's incredibly powerful, okay? I would highly recommend getting the necessary facts so that you can make a decision. One of the things that Hill talked about is that successful people, they would always get information and then make a firm decision and then stick to that decision. Unsuccessful people, they would just make decisions without facts, and then they would change their mind and their decision very often, going back and forth. So I want to talk today also about the 7 core daily commitments to marketing success. And for those who have maybe watched some of my other videos in the past, I believe that Zukul, a company called Zukul and Guaranteed Signups, is going to be the biggest business, work from home business online in 2016. Now, keep in mind, I am not an affiliate of this business. All right. Well, we say, oh, what are you promoting? What are you selling, Gavin? What do you have to do? I don't have an affiliate link for you to join. All right. So if you want to join with me, you could just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would much be honored and grateful for that. Just subscribe to my channel, but I don't have a link for you to join. Okay. I do believe, though, in my heart that this is going to be the greatest opportunity for everyday people in 2016. So I'm going to talk today about the core daily commitments, that I'm doing and that I recommend others do, all right, to have marketing success. Number 1, you want to do what's called your 2%. And regarding Guaranteed Signups and Zukul and this platform, they have a Facebook group. It's called the One Link Family Facebook group. When you go in there, the owner, Jeremy Rush, he's a master marketer, okay? And so by being a master marketer, he understands how Facebook works. And I don't know anything about Facebook. I don't even have Facebook, okay? So I'm not one to talk much about it, but he does. And he has understand how to leverage Facebook. So what you want to do is click inside the group, and there's an image in there. All that someone has to do is click on the image, share it to their page, their profile page, which is their wall, comment on the image, and then like the image. So you like, and then you comment, and you share it. By doing that, what he's discovered is that allows the company then to advertise, to grow their advertising reach to the friends of the person that shared it on their wall. And that's powerful because of this. Recently in the Hangouts, there's 6 Hangouts a week at noon Pacific time. Recently, he's now released and made public that the conversion rates are under $1. So one sign up is $50, but it only costs the company, I believe it's under 50 cents now. 50 cents. It's not the company, it's the advertising fund. The advertising fund, only 50 cents is used to buy this. So and let me just break that down simply. We spend 50 cents to bring in $50. Follow me? Let's say $1. Let's say we spend $1 to bring in 50. Okay, and that 50 is a new sign up that goes to someone which then creates a residual income. Not here to discuss how this works. You can watch the full details about everything from the Facebook page there. Also, guaranteedsignups system.com. But 2% is all you want to do each day. Number 2, I'm an extra miler, just like Napoleon Hill talks about, and I would recommend doing more than 2%. And here are the 6 other things that I would recommend doing. Send out 20 personal messages a day to people, friends, and associates. Now, if you don't want to contact warm market, that's fine. You don't have to. But contact people that are in the industry. I use a system called MLM Recruit on Demand. It provides me unlimited leads, 100 at a time, with people in this industry. And I love calling them over the phone. I actually call them. I love the phone. I love talking to them. I did this for this call. I was calling for an hour. I love it. It gets my blood boiling. It makes me excited. It conquers my fear. It's like I figure if I can cold call people as much as I want, I can get on a hangout and talk in front of anybody. I can speak in front of a crowd, thousands. It doesn't matter. When I'm cold calling and getting told no, it doesn't matter. You know, it's like do what I fear. I do what I fear. And if I can't do the fear by physically doing it, then I do it in my mind first. And I imagine facing my fear in my mind first. So I use a system like that. If you don't have that system, it's only $15 one time. Then you find people that are direct salespeople. Okay, employees, they don't know about business, so you don't want to target them. 4 to 6 business owners. Business owners are also good. They may have a website, but ideally direct salespeople. Those are the ones you want to find. Number 3, attend every Google Hangout. I have my Google Hangouts, Gavin Mehl, Global Mastermind. I'm doing them on Friday at 2 o'clock now. So attend the Hangouts live. Go back to my YouTube channel. It's for YouTube.com/C/Gavin Mehl, which is the channel you should be on now, and watch the previous Hangouts. Now, every single day, Monday through Saturday, there's live Hangouts for Guaranteed Sign Up System. So watch those Hangouts. I'll put a link in the link below on how to find them, but you'll see them in the Facebook group. When you go to the Facebook group, click on the Files section, and you'll see the past Hangouts. Watch those Hangouts. Just get the information. Don't buy anything. Don't do anything. I'm not telling you to do anything. Just get the information. And if you are smart, you want to get as many of those guaranteed sign-up packages as you can. Think of your future self 6 months down the road, a year down the road. Where do you want to be? Where are you going to be? I'll tell you, this is changing the way marketing is happening online. Number 4, attend all the Gavin Mehl Global Mastermind calls every Friday, 2 o'clock. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Number 5, commit to personal development daily, 30 minutes daily. If you're new to personal development, just to give you a background here, I spent over $5,000 to find a personal development library. And even though I went to college and I got my degree in business administration focused on marketing, they never taught me they taught me what to think. They taught me what to think, but I never learned how to think. It never dawned on me till years later that I didn't know how to think, but I knew what to think. So it's like reaction. I knew how to react, but I didn't know how to think and act. So it's like, why don't I know how to think? So I was determined to discover how to think. And I spent over $5,000 to invest in education and personal development. With that, I determined that Think and Grow Rich is the top, is the one you want to start with. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Master that course. The law of success in 16 lessons is behind that. Okay, I would recommend that as well. I do recommend the Napoleon Hill endorsed Master Key system. I study it every day myself and practice it every day. So I would highly recommend the Master Key system by Charles Haanel. Be here a year from now, recording your progress daily. Okay, and write down in a notebook, keep like a journal, just a daily journal about what happened. It doesn't have to be a full page, but just like write down the date. Today's January 8th. Just some key, maybe some key ideas. Don't trust your memory. Never trust your memory. I never trust my memory. If I have a good idea, or if I have something that I need to do that I know is important, I always write it down. Always. I never trust my memory. When something is important or I'm given an inspirational thought, I write it down. I jot a note. I never trust my memory. So be sure you write those types of things down each day, all right? And just record what you did for the day, what type of progress there was for the day. I have a system and a formula for that you can learn more about. If you want, you could just comment below in the video here. I'll be happy to link you to another video that I did about that. But just at least document your progress daily. Number 7, this is something I got from the great Zig Ziglar that I practice daily. Call one friend per day. Not to sell them anything, not to tell them anything like that. No, just call one friend per day and tell them something that you like about them. Maybe it was somebody you haven't called in years, and you just call and you pick up the phone and you say, you know what? I know I haven't called you in a long time. I was thinking about you. I just want to tell you that I believe in you, and I believe that you helped inspire me, and I really liked this one quality about you, this trait about you. I just wanted to call and tell you that. That's it. Have a good day. I hope all is well in your life, and Happy New Year. That's it. Something like that. Leave a message. Create, your own words. Make it your own thing. But call one friend per day and encourage them. Say something positive to them. Say something inspirational to them. Okay? It will come back to you tenfold. And it's going to put a smile on your face like you wouldn't believe when you make someone's day. You don't want anything. I don't want anything from them. I just do it. I do it because it feels good. It's the right thing to do because, like Paul says, encourage each other daily. Encourage each other daily. Okay, like you're already doing. And just one a day, that's 365 per year. That's a lot of people. That's probably as many friends as you have. Maybe real friends. I'm not talking about internet friends, but real people who know you, who actually over the years. You have their phone number. You call them. You tell them. You leave that one message. We're going to bring back the human element to marketing at just one level, one person a day. You feel good with that human connection. Study the Master Key system daily. Join the One Link Family Facebook group. If you're on LinkedIn, join the Gavin Mehl Global Mastermind community. You can search on LinkedIn for Gavin Mehl Global Mastermind community. And by subscribing here to this YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, you're going to get tremendous amount of value. You're going to be up to date with all of the new content that I'm posting. And for those who, thank you so much for watching and commenting on the videos in the past and liking them. I am so grateful for that. I really appreciate you. I got love and gratitude. I'm going to be posting a lot more valuable content like that if I see the subscribers go up. And ideally, I want to get to 100,000 subscribers on this channel, which will happen. So subscribe. If you like this video, do the thumbs up. Make a comment below. I would love to hear, just say, hey, I listened to the end, Gavin. Good job. Here's a suggestion. Here's an idea. Here's some feedback. Here's what I didn't like. Anything you have to say, I'm open-minded to it. Even if it's negative, I don't mind. Tell me the truth. I want to hear the truth. All right? I believe that the truth must be told, in different ways to new generations. The way I learn the truth is different than how it's being taught today and how it's being taught. Huffington Post says that by 2020, 3 to 5 billion new people are coming online. So now is the time that I leave a footprint, and I recommend that you leave a footprint with the truth, okay, for this new generation, because they're coming online and they're learning by video. It says that video marketing is immersing as the biggest marketing form by 2020. I don't have a source on that, but I do have the source. Huffington Post definitely says 3 to 5 billion new people, consumers, are coming online. So think about that. There's only 6 billion, 7 billion people in the world. 3 to 5 billion people are coming online as consumers. Oh my gosh, that's such a big change. It's the biggest economic shift ever in history. So now is the time that we get in front of them with video to tell them the truth, to speak the truth in mass, okay, so that we can spread this amazing opportunity, this mastermind concept to them. Why? Because I believe that it's my purpose in life to spread love and prosperity to humanity in 2016 and beyond. And I'm going to be posting another call next week regarding Gavin Mehl Global Mastermind. I got a blog that I wrote about this, kind of details what we talked about here today. I'll put the link below on it. And again, amazing story about Bruce Lee, right? Only 14 seconds, how he realized his definite purpose in life. And the guy was Bruce Lee. Incredible story. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gavin Mehl. I'm going to wrap up now, and some of the other calls I've had gone on for an hour, I realized, but I kept a stopwatch today, so I know how long I was talking for, 32 minutes. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching to the end. This is Gavin Mehl Global Mastermind Call. We'll see you again next time, and I believe in you, and I love you. Happy New Year. 2016 is literally going to transform the way people make money online. Thank you. I love you. This is Gavin Mehl signing off.